they've gone after this win a little bit more.
The shot by Anthony, no good.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Lakers ahead. They lead by 13. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Carmelo, what allowed you to function so well offensively?
We got vets. We got guys that know how to play basketball. We come together as a team. We're doing that, and we're just trying to take it one day at a time. That's it.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He ended up with 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 block. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think? And Kenny, your take on Philadelphia.
Well, right now, they're getting a little embarrassed on the defensive end. They got outshot in the first half. But that's because no one put their foot down on defense to stop it. So in the second half, they need to play much more disruptive defensively. They have to do whatever it takes.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
And the Lakers have possession. This is the most they've led by 13 points. 2 straight seasons of no playoffs for the Lakers after last year's miss. Not what they were hoping for.
It's going to be a growing process, Kevin. I mean, they had a young team and an injured superstar in Kobe both years. Hard to make the playoffs in that situation.
Harden out there with Green. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's Embiid, and it's Covington in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
And guys, for the Lakers, you'd have to go back almost 40 years to find a time when the Lakers missed the postseason in back-to-back years. Fortunately for them, they won 2 titles in the next 6 years after that.
Now, here is Harden. Millsap a screen on Westbrook. Harden's shot is off.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. And it's doubtful that the Lakers will win multiple titles in the coming years unless something drastic happens. Still, this is a franchise committed to success, and they'll do whatever it takes to get back into the postseason.
Big part of the problem for the Lakers last year was consistency. Clark, with all their injuries, they had to shuffle the lineup, it seemed, every game.
Well, you know what happened with all that shuffling was they got to see a lot of different players and evaluate them for the future. I think it helped in regards to what they're going to do this offseason.
And both free throws good for Covington.
And for the Lakers, obviously the big get for them was landing the number 2 overall pick in the draft. Getting a quality big to add to a roster with Kobe is huge. It made them a player, again, I believe, in free agency.
And, you know, when it comes to the Lakers, they're always going to be players in free agency if they have money. it's still a marquee franchise in the NBA, one of the top 2 or 3, no doubt. When you have high draft picks and money to spend, people want to play for you, and not to mention California is an attractive destination.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. And he's good on the second. Well, the city of Philadelphia has had some tough fans. There's no doubt. You know, we've seen them boo Santa Claus. You can imagine, Greg, how they felt about this Sixers team a year ago.
You know, the Sixers were going to be in trouble from the very start of the year. A lot of fans didn't even bother to show up to boo. I mean, Philly had the worst attendance in the league last season.
But they've got hope, Greg.
A lot of young talent. Maybe this is the year it starts to materialize.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
Harden dishes to Embiid. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Dwight Howard.
Well, when you look at the 76ers, it's no surprise that they have empty seats. I mean, they ended up 12-29 at home, which wasn't the worst mark in the NBA, but it was tied for second worst.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And Philadelphia just, at times, hard to watch, even at home. I mean, they had the worst home field goal percentage in the entire league. Hard to get the crowd into it if you are clanking it on the rim every trip down.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 8. Howard setting the pick for LeBron. Shot clock at 5, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And the 76ers call time here. Last season was difficult for Dwight Howard, to say the least, across the board. Worse since, in fact, his rookie year.
Yeah, he just wasn't able to stay healthy. I mean, looks dominant in spurts. Gets you thinking, okay, he's back, then his body betrays him.
The 76ers trail by 14.
And talking about Howard, always a perennial double-doubles leader. Last year, through the injuries, he dropped down to 23 total double-doubles. But that was in only 41 games. So the average over an 82-game stretch would have put him in the top 5 once again. So clearly, he has a lot left when he's healthy.
Now Grant, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. In the corner, it's Westbrook. From 15 feet away, will not go. This is off the front iron.
Getting back to Dwight Howard, I think he's at a crossroads physically. Had back and knee issues. It's highly unlikely he can be 100% for a full season. You just hope to have him happy and healthy for your most important games.
The 76ers again can't hit it.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here. That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
You know, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Westbrook and the serious dunk to finish it off.
You have got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
Now here's LeBron. Harden missing his last shot. Here's Davis. Got a hand on it. Now here's Harden. He's got 6. Over to the wing. Embiid kicks to Green. Back to Embiid. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
And the rejection by Embiid. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Let's call him a speed merchant. I mean, he was a blur going in for that throwdown.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Davis sets a screen. The drive by James. Back to Westbrook. There's the 3. Offensive rebound, Howard. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Howard's got 7.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Paul Millsap's checked in for Grant. J.K. Sampson comes in for Robert Covington. Hollis Thompson's checked in for Green, and it's Cannon in for James Harden. And then for Los Angeles, Marcus All's checked in for Howard. Jordan comes in for Davis, and Carmelo Anthony has subbed in for James. Philadelphia started to create a little bit of an identity last season after all their transactions, Clark, and shifting around. They settled down and came together.
Yeah, and I tell you, it looks like the identity will be the Sixers being a defensive team going forward. Offense has its fits and starts, but defensively they found some traction.
Here's Westbrook following the basket by Paul Millsap. Here's Sampson, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Sampson's got his 3rd basket of the night. Lakers leading by 14.
As you said, the 76ers will be a team built on defense going forward. At least that's what it seems like to me. They have very active hands and can bother a lot of shots. They also force a ton of turnovers as well.
And he gets it to go.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Embiid. Marcus Gasol picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
The 76ers making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Los Angeles.
And, you know, guys, the Sixers did force a lot of turnovers, but they also gave the ball away the most in the NBA, so kind of negated the turnovers they forced. They can be as defensive as they want, but they've got to get better at taking care of the ball if they're going to improve.
Here's Embiid after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony.
Look at this man just go flying by him after the shot fake.
Well, it might be humiliating for a defender, but it feels oh so good on the flip side.
Yeah, get him in the paratroopers club and then take advantage of it.
Gasol's shot is good.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Here's Harden on the wing. It's stolen by Ariza. And now Anthony pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And that one's good. Anthony's got 12. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Ariza no luck. The 76ers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. And the first one drops. The Lakers weren't very good at all last season, Clark, and they just didn't have any teeth in their road games.
Well, you know, they shot threes on the road well, Kevin. Top percentage in the league, as a matter of fact. Still, they just couldn't hold on to leads. Take a look at what Harden's been doing. He's got 10 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Over in the corner, Sampson. Inside, Embiid. Good work defensively by Gasol.
Plus 8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Harden. No good on the buzzer beater. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Lakers on top, running away with it. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Here is Harden. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. LeBron James is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Matthews. And it's Howard in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for them. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
LeBron's shot is good.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
The 76ers shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Harden missing again.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
It's deflected, and that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Westbrook passes to Davis.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And both free throws good for Davis. Harden with it. Up top, Embiid. Puts up the baby hook, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
The Lakers making a switch here. Nancy's checked in for Howard. Ryan Kelly comes in for Davis. Harris is checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Brown in for Russell Westbrook.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The first one falls. Some changes for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for Brown. Davis comes in for Ryan Kelly. And it's Matthews in for Harris. Second free throw, no good. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Covington. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Nance with it. Now defended by Embiid.
Hey, get LeBron, get LeBron.
LeBron dishes to Matthews. Shot clock at 5. They double him with Green. Got a piece of it, and they'll keep possession. That's good. 14 points for Wesley Matthews.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. LeBron kicks to Nance. The pass to Davis. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Matthews, no good.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, and as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Nance with it, and it's Harden picking him up. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Hollis Thompson's checked in for Robert Covington, and it's Jackson in for James Harden.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Embiid. That one a little long.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
And Matthews with the basket on the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Here's Millsap. Another miss by Philadelphia.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And Davis gets it to go.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Kicks to Embiid. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Some great play by Joel Embiid tonight. He's got 14 points, and he's tacked on a couple of blocks today, too.
And they've been important to the team. Even if it's only a couple, it's helped them establish a defensive presence inside.
First one falls for him. And the 76ers making a change here. Harden's checked in, and the Lakers also making a switch. Brown is checked in for Matthews. And Embiid drops them both. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Embiid with the steal. To the middle, here's Millsap. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. No good on that one. Wesley Matthews checked in for Brown. And the second free throw, good. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Screen by Howard. The drive by James. Not much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark. Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
So it's Philadelphia now. Harden outside. Outside, Green. Back to Harden. 4 on the clock. Embiid, the pass to Harden. No good on the 3.
In talking about LeBron's consistency, it's not just a physical effort. It's also a mental one. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's armor just never seems to be penetrated?
Harden inside the three-point line, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Harden's got 14 points here in the second half. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And it's Davis with the jam.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
You know, on the topic of LeBron, one of the few areas where he could improve consistency in is from the three-point line. 3 years ago, he hit over 40% from downtown. 2 years ago, 38. And last year, down to 35.
Good work defensively by Millsap.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And here's Westbrook. The kick out to Matthews. But they get it back. Davis dishes to Matthews. Down low, Howard. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
And here's Harden for three. Harden missing again.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Davis with the bucket.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to two more.
Harden against Westbrook. And Thompson kicks to Harden from deep three-point range. The second chance effort. Embiid, no good. For Los Angeles, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter.
Been a big game for Matthews. 16 points and 2 steals as well. He's really opened up things for his passing by having so much success from the three-point line.
A double threat, really, in a big way today.
And he knocks down the first one.
Wes Matthews, a hard-nosed player on the wing. Strong frame, and he really does put it to good use at both ends.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Furkan Aldemir's checked in for Joel Embiid. Jeremy Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. Jakar Sampson's checked in for Hollis Thompson. And it's Jackson in for James Harden. The drive by Jackson. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Brown. Speaking of Matthews' strength, he really gets into you defensively.
Yeah, he wants to make you feel him. I mean, very physical. And offensively, he likes to post up and back down weaker, smaller defenders. I mean, you give him that mismatch, he will attack it with vigor.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
You know, Clark, their big advantage was points in the paint.
Well, they pounded that ball inside, Kevin, and operated down low. It worked for them consistently.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Davis. He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
And when you watch Wes Matthews, you see he's just a fantastic perimeter defender, Clark. He can match up well at either the 2 or the 3.
His combination, Kevin, of length and strength and lateral movement make him an outstanding defensive player.
Feeds it to Gasol. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow. And for Matthews, you know, he knows that he's a strong defender. And so last year, his claim was that he was the best two-way shooting guard in the NBA.
Clock at 6. Here's Gasol, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
Now Jackson. To halt the run. Can't hit.
And doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
Well, he has been today. No doubt about that. His effort's been unbelievable.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And, Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Mark, it certainly seemed like you guys came out early on with a mindset to seize control of this game. Was that your plan?
Yes, and we started out that way, and that was limped away a little bit. But, we're learning, we're getting better, and, just a process.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. See you later.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis. He just put it completely out of reach in the fourth quarter. It was as if he was saying, okay, enough fooling around. I'm taking over now.
The one thing you know about Dave is that he's always going to play with an insane amount of energy. It's always full speed ahead with him, and we saw that tonight. Offensively, he plays as well as anyone.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.